Is she on team 10? She's been on team 10 the whole time. She's Jake's assistant, blah, 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 blah. So let's just talk about this for a second. Good morning, Costellers. It's actually the afternoon, but we're gonna say good morning anyway. I woke up really early this morning, got a lot of errands done, but today I wanted to switch up the vlog. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Today we're going to be talking about yet another rising star, a very talented young lady who has a modeling career, is a member of the Team 10 house, and is also very passionate about her vlogging, of course. Well, no wonder, because she gained 1 million subscribers in less than 48 hours.
Okay guys, so there is a lot of videos of me on the internet, like with these facts, and some of them are correct, but I didn't realize until recently that there's really not a lot about me out on the internet. So I think what I'm gonna do is tell you the real facts about who Erika Costell is and kind of take away what's not so true. All right guys, like I said, it is time for me to tell you exactly who I am. So one of the facts that I keep seeing about myself online is that I have one younger sister. I actually have 12 siblings. It's a Brady Bunch situation. My parents got divorced when I was very young. They remarried, had kids. Their spouses had kids already, but they have been a part of my family since I was 3 years old. We get together on holidays and everything else. My mom's name is Angel. My dad's name is Dennis. I have a stepdad named Dan, who is also very involved in my life. So those facts are correct. Erika in high school. Cheerleading has been a part of my life, or was a part of my life, for quite a long time. I think 11 years is what you guys are saying, and that's about right. I cheered on like the sidelines for the football games, but I also was a part of a cheerleading team that competed all across the nation, won a couple national championships. That's the only part I miss about high school, is the competition. I met my best friends there, Haley, Audrey, Maria, and then Megan, who didn't cheer, but she's also one of my best friends. We were captains of the cheerleading squad at the all-star place, and we just had so much fun. Oh, in high school, I was involved in student council. I often like spoke at pep rallies, and like, you know, I was just really in there. I was on homecoming court. I had my group of friends, but I was friends with all the groups. I started modeling in high school as well. I was about 16 years old when I met my first manager, whose name was Larry Murdoch. He saw a lot of potential in me, and he took me to a photo shoot, and I fell in love from there. But living in Michigan, there's no market for modeling at all, and I was still in high school and doing all these things. So I really didn't get a chance to start the modeling until I graduated high school and started moving on. One of the most asked questions of all times is, why am I obsessed with goats? When I was like, I think 12 years old or so, I had a pet goat, okay? I loved this goat so much. His name was Twinkle Buddy. I also had a couple other like weird animals with weird names, but Twinkle Buddy was my favorite. And he actually died unexpectedly. I've been obsessed with goats my entire life. Like, I don't know where it came, well, I know it came from Twinkle Buddy, but it's stayed with me all the way until right now. So that's the reasoning behind everything goat. It also means greatest of all time, which is dope. But Twinkle Buddy was the start of my goat obsession. It's kind of weird. I also had a rabbit named Jessica Whitney the Rabbit. And if you didn't call her by Jessica Whitney the Rabbit, you didn't get to touch her. Okay, so didn't really think I was gonna talk about this part, but let's just go for it. Let's learn all the facts. You guys already have kind of found this on the internet somehow. No idea how, because I thought everything was deleted. But okay, there was this boy. I fell head over heels in love with him. I met him on a spring break when I was in Florida, and we kind of just like connected right away, did the long distance relationship thing. Like he was my first boyfriend, so I was like totally just like for it. I was already planning to move from Michigan somewhere, I just didn't know where yet. So I actually moved from Michigan to Tennessee to be closer to him, to like pursue our relationship. I didn't move until a year after we were already dating. I moved with my best friend Chelsea and my best friend Lauren, and we had this beautiful condo that we lived in. We had so much fun. And then at the end of the second year of him and I dating, I had found out that he had cheated on me the entire time. Being cheated on is the absolute worst thing. Honestly, one of the worst things I've ever gone through. I don't think that there's anything worse than that in a relationship that I've ever been through, if we're being completely honest. But side note, I had quit modeling when I moved to Tennessee because I was just so infatuated with our relationship and how happy I was and blah, 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 blah. So as soon as I found out about that, I went home to Michigan for the summer to spend time with my family. And when I got back, I was like, you know what? This. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this and make it into the best situation of my entire life. Long story short, I dove straight back into modeling. About a year after that had happened, after I was working consistently all the time, my agent sent me to Miami to meet with Wilhelmina Models. So I went there, you know, worked there for a little bit. I didn't sign with them in Miami. Instead, they sent me here to LA and I signed with them here. There's way more to that story, but long story short, you can make any negative situation into a positive. I'm honestly so thankful that he cheated on me, because if it weren't for that, I would never be in the situation that I am today. I would never be the strong person I am today. And I sure as hell wouldn't be sitting here with 2 million subscribers talking to you guys. So no matter what you're going through, screw it, it's fine. Everything happens for a reason. I'm proof. You never know what it's gonna be, but there's a reason. Forgot to mention a part too. When I was in Tennessee, I went to Middle Tennessee State University. I studied business there, had so much fun, met so many great people. And then I moved to LA right when I signed with Wilhelmina Models. So the question you guys have all been waiting for: how did I meet Jake Paul and how did I become a part of Team 10? Well, let's talk a little bit about my modeling when I first got here to LA. I was really getting frustrated with the modeling scene, and I was feeling really lonely out here in LA because I moved here by myself with no friends and no family, and I was just like a wreck. So I told myself, I'm done with modeling for the next few months. I really want to focus on something new. When this happened, my family wanted me to come home. I no longer had help with money from my family. Like, I didn't want to keep asking for help. I hate asking for help. So what I did was, the last 3 months before I met Jake, I actually got on Craigslist, which, do not do this. Like, I'm an idiot and just didn't care at the time. I found a woman who was renting her living room out for like super cheap. I literally had $7.63 in my bank account. I have a screenshot of it on my phone. And I was like, fudge, like, what the hell am I gonna do? Another girl who I was living with previously and I moved into this girl's living room for 3 months. You know, it was like fun, but it was like one of those things where you're like, what the hell am I doing? Like, maybe I should go home. I was willing to do the most just to not have to go home to Tennessee and just have a normal life. I've always wanted to do things that seem out of reach, and I don't give up. A month before I went home for that Thanksgiving, I went to a brunch for an application that was gonna launch that Jake had actually been a part of creating. I was introduced to him by a friend. Jake really needed help with some like personal stuff, and he had a new business venture that he was really wanting to start up, and he needed someone to help him in all areas of that, and as well like with his life. I told Jake, like, yeah, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. Great, like, let's start working. Had no idea if he like was gonna hire me or not, or if we were gonna work together. He texted me later that day and he's like, yo, like, I really need help with this, this, and this, let's start working. I was like, okay, cool. I had no idea who Jake was. I had no idea who Logan was at the time. I just knew that my friends were telling me that this was gonna be awesome, so I was like, dope. I had gone home right after Jake had hired me, and I was still working from Tennessee, like where I was living. And okay, I don't condone lying by any means, but there were a lot of times where Jake would ask me to do things, and I had like literally no idea what the hell I was doing, but I did know that my work ethic was strong AF, and that there wasn't anything that, like, if you tell yourself you can do anything, you can do anything. Like, I'm living proof of that, because here's an example. He had asked me to fix a code on a website and to like redesign this whole entire layout of a website. And I'm like, oh yeah, got you. And I just sat there and I was like, Jake, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, I love you, but it got done. I was like, Like, what have I done? So what I did was I got on Google. I was reading like PDF files on these books, like crying to Lauren. Hi, Lo, if you're watching this. I'm like, I don't know what the I'm doing. And long story short, about 5 hours later, got it completely fixed, learned how to do it, learned the code. And I was like, all right, shoot, well, if I can do that, like, I didn't know what the hell, I can do anything I want to do, so like, bring it on. So I got back to LA. Jake and I started working together every day, whether it was me helping him personal or with this new idea. We were just working, and we made a great team, and we made a great team from the very beginning. And the idea and this like thing that he was talking about the whole entire time was Team 10. I am the first employee for Team 10. A lot of you are confused, like, is she on Team 10? She's been on Team 10 the whole time. She's Jake's assistant, blah, 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 blah. So let's just talk about this for a second. When I first started working for Jake, Team 10 was not Team 10. I was actually working for his own personal company, and we were working towards this idea of the Team 10. He already had a couple talent members, and it was just them at 1600 Vine Street, just like making content. Jake and I would do meetings all the time. I would do everything. Like, I've worn every hat that there possibly could be when it comes to Team 10. Jake's schedule, managing socials, tracking analytics, you know, finding the Team 10 logo, finding the Team 10 house. You know, I at one point used to take photos for Team 10, like videos for Team 10. Like, it was literally just Jake and I on the employee side at the beginning. And let me tell you, it is so amazing to see how far he has taken this company. It's literally mind-blowing. But so to clear the air there, yes, I have been in Team 10 since before it was Team 10, but I have not been a talent member of Team 10 until June of 2017. So about a month, like not even a full month ago. Wow, that's so crazy to say out loud. So yeah, there's the clear air there. I've done everything for Team 10. My job title was head of operations. Anything that needed to be done, I got done. I literally took care of everything, whether it be the bills being paid, whether it be cleaning up, whether it be organizing, event planning, making sure they're somewhere on time, driving them somewhere, making sure their videos go up on time. Like literally anything that needed to be done, that was me. So that's where the whole mom saying comes into play.
Used to call you mom, but now I call you wifey.
So yeah, I'm trying to think, there's so much more to that story because it's been such a long journey. Yeah, I've been a part of Team 10 from the very beginning. I just haven't made content. I think it's hilarious when I read like, oh, she's only in Team 10 because, you know, Tessa is her friend or whatever. I actually remember meeting Tessa on her 17th birthday with her mother, met her and her mom with Jake at a coffee bean, and we were explaining Team 10, and we were like, yes, Tessa, like we want you to be a part of it. Like I have been here through it all, through all of the talent members, through all of everything. No one is here because of anyone besides Jake, even if that. Like everyone here now is such a great, like, they're all great people. We have a great atmosphere. Like we are truly killing the game. In the future, like Team 10 is going to be it. Like I feel like this, knowing the behind the scenes, seeing the talent every day, I just have a really great feeling about everything that's gonna go on. But also too, I will say, like I'll remember when it was like all of us living at 1600, basically living there, and like in one bedroom. I'd be sleeping on a beanbag in the closet. Jake would, you know, like be somewhere. There was bunk beds. There was everything everywhere. And then fast forward a year later, and we're in this beautiful house in the middle of LA. Like dreams do come true, people. All you have to do is work hard. Honestly, Jake is such a great person to be working for because not only does he practice what he preaches, he also helps everyone get to where they need to be, and he is truly and honestly like the hardest working person I've ever met in my life. We have very similar work ethics, and I think that's why we make such a good team on and off of camera. So about 6 months into living, or maybe even like 5 months into living in the Team 10 house, this British guy comes into our house with a suitcase and a Louis Vuitton bag with a poof in his hair. Nick literally cold emailed Jake being like, yo, I wanna work, this is what I can do, blah, 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 blah. We do a couple phone calls with Nick, literally flying him from the UK to LA to work, and he's been here ever since. Killing the game. Just to like say how amazing Nick is. Before I was a talent member of Team 10, I was in debt a lot from like college and like, you know, I owned a house in Tennessee. Being a kid, like in the world of LA, you rack up debt. And that was really the only stress I had in life was money. And Nick actually got me a brand deal before I was even talent and allowed me to pay off every single penny of my debt. Talk about not all heroes wearing capes, Nick. So that just proves like the family atmosphere. Like not only are we a family in business, we are a family in real life too. But before Nick, we had 2 videographers come in for a day of filming, and long story short, Cade was one of them. And at the end of them both being here, we were gonna pick which one we were gonna ask to be on Team 10. And I was like, you know what, Jake, text Cade. Text Cade right now, let's bring him in. Boom. So at this point we had me, Jake, Cade, then Nick. So after Cade, we brought in Mylin, who does all of our producing, editing. What else do you do? Mylin was working for What's Trending. She was looking for a new job. Nick had reached out to her. And so now we have Jake, Erika, Cade, Nick, Mylin. Most recently, we brought in Meg, which is actually Max first, who is like brilliant. He works on the tech side of things. He's amazing at developing apps, like great at helping, like just a savage. And then we brought in little Meggie Pooh Bear. I freaking love Megan. She is actually training to be what I was in the workplace. She's doing extremely well. There's a lot to do. I will always be involved somewhat in the business just because I love it. Obviously my main focus is talent now, but if anything ever needed to be done, I wouldn't hesitate. But Megan is filling my old shoes. So let's talk a little bit about my future plans now that I'm a part of Team 10. I've already dove back into modeling before I even was considered a talent member. I love it. I plan on going back into that full force. I hope you guys start to see me everywhere because that's my goal. I also plan to do some acting. I have done acting classes and I have done some commercials and music videos and TV shows in the past, but nothing major. So I really want to master that and become a part of that side of the traditional entertainment. That would be dope. I would love to become an actor. I plan on hanging out with you guys for like so long. There's already 2.4 million of you or close to that in less than a month. Like I plan on pushing out and like learning and creating and making some of the dopest content you'll ever see. I still haven't grasped the fact that there's 2 million people watching me. That is what blows my mind, and I'm so thankful for that. And I really want to give back through my career, and I want to inspire people to do the best and be the best that they can. And I really want us all to work together to be able to do these awesome things and to really give back, because I believe social media is a platform for positivity. I believe that this should be used for good. And that's exactly what I plan on working towards, is to better myself, to help better you guys, to inspire you, for you guys to inspire me. And the last thing that I've seen, obviously all over the internet, is Jerika real? Did we really get married? Are we really dating? Did we really do this? Did we really do that? You know, I am going to just let you guys be the judge of all that. There's so much more to that story, but we only have so much time. I don't want to bore you. But if you do have more questions about me, about Team 10, about my journey in Team 10, I'd love to answer them for you guys. I was just really waiting to get this out there, and here it is. So comment below if you have any more questions that you really want answered. I will go through them. And yeah, I can't wait for you guys to be a part of my talent journey. That's me. That's who Erika Costell is. And like I said, if you want to know more, comment below. I would love to answer them. I might start doing like a weekly segment talking thing anyway, so I'll see you guys soon. Hi, Jake.
Hi, Erika.
My YouTube channel missed you yesterday.
I know, I was like running all over the place.
Yeah, you were just
Are you
doing
mad
some
at
things.
me?
No. I still don't have an outro yet, but I did make an email. It's closed now, but there was 3,700 submissions for my outro. So I have a few to go through.
No.
Yeah, so
No.
I'm for sure gonna be able to pick one this week, I think.
Okay, but you came up with a name, right?
Yeah, the Costellers.
Hey, Costellers.
And my
Oh, because they're stellar.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah, it's really lit. I forget, hold on.
Just flipping Just flip and send it, dude.
My post notification shout out tonight goes to Gianna Solcenti. Hi, Gianna.
Just flip and send it, dude.
I'm still gonna send it.
We're going to bed. Good night.